guys, this is Master. Welcome to Tops 95 Giant Monsters. Okay, so in Monster Hunter, you, well, fight monsters. That's kind of the whole point of the game. It says right there in the title. So, stuff I kill. The giant monsters in 3 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate. I say I include 3 Ultimate, because even though I haven't played it in a while, I think it should count. Both because there are monsters from 3 that I like that aren't on 4, so might as well include them. Now, okay, so I'll tell you right now, I have not played 3 Ultimate in a long time, so my memory, that's gonna be not good. Although, knowing me, I'd probably find a way to record 3 Ultimate, so probably gonna have to come back to it. Future me, it's your call. But, anyway, I got nothing more to say, just to start this thing. The Teostra. Now, okay, so this is actually kind of a really hard choice for 10, because actually was, for the longest time, I put the Titan Najarla. However, I fought enough Teostra and not enough of the Titan Najarla to might as well count the Teostra. Now, the thing is, like, if it's female count, but the Lunastra, whatever, it actually wasn't there, I'll probably include that instead. Mostly because A, it's blue, B, based on the moon, C looks awesome. So, for the Teostra, it's just the awesome part. I was looking for Manticore. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm not particularly familiar with Manticores, but hey, they look awesome. I was gonna say, they look really awesome. They got waves with, like, lions and fire and, you know. Like, it just looks really, really cool. They consider that it has a whole, like, emperor status to it. It's it looks pretty cool, and it's like armor says all regal in nature, so it does make you look like, yeah, you the man. You the man. Even if you're playing as a girl, you the man. The Nursilla. Now, yes, there will be monsters that are really easy to kill. Heck, the number 1 is less easy to kill. So, as you probably know, this list is not based on difficulty. It's just really based on my personal preference. Mostly if it's easy or not. So, there you go. Oh, I think a lot of monsters are pretty hard, but this is an easy one. So, Nursilla is a spider. It's a thing. It's a giant spider. Now, normally, if I see a giant spider, well, like naturally, like most people, I would like freak out and heck out of there because that thing could shoot webbing at you. So, but then again, a lot of things are pretty deadly, like one touch. So, what's the point really? But I guess mostly because like due to you can fight the Nursilla at low rank that as you got used to seeing Nursilla. Also doesn't help that a lot of his weapons do have really high sharpness like early on, so they actually are quite recommended. Especially considering that I'm using its charge blade to use my normal weapon to get another monster that's on this list, but I'm not gonna say it yet. But the Nursilla is actually quite it has a really powerful gear once you get them. It's mostly fights using poison, and like at low rank it's like it does do sleep and sort of thing. And yes, it's easy. Yes, it is actually easy to kill, but that doesn't mean that should include on the list of my favorite monsters. So there you go. The Rathian. Now, there are quite a few monsters that could be considered one of the, like, I guess one of the mainstay icons of Monster Hunter. Rathian's one of them. Cause like, it's been on every single Monster Hunter. You can count it at every single rank. So, of course, you're bound to see Rathian eventually. So, might as well just put one of the mainstay icons. Now, I chose the Rathian over the Rathlos. Because, well, Rathians are easier to kill. That's the main reason. I just find Rathians easier to kill than Rathlos. Rathlos just sometimes really annoying. But it's really like, I don't know, just really, I can't really know what to say about Rathians. Just like they're the mainstays and easier enough to kill, and they're kind of iconic. And plus, I just have a lot of their weapons. I also don't have the Rathian rubies, but freak Rathian rubies. But that's it. I just like the fact that they're always around and, you know, easy enough to kill. That's it. The Acnector! Now, okay, the Acnector is not that easy, but it's actually quite, I guess, like a good design. Especially considering that, if I'm right, it's one of the few, aside from the Tails, so it's one of the few fire-type monsters that you are on this list. But the Acnector, it may be like really annoying. Like sometimes it can be really annoying because it's digging around in all sorts of places in the volcano area of 3U, but it's actually quite interesting. Also, I like the fact that, well, I guess mostly due to its fins and its back, that it makes it really cool looking weapons. This is going to be similar to another monster that's really higher up on this list that has fins, but I guess it's just like this design. It's just like really strange design for a fire beast. It's like mostly like a snake. I can't tell if it's like snake-like or caiman-like or fish-like, but it's actually really quite weird. Like weird looking for a fire monster. There is an ice version of this, the glacier-like Nectar. However, I'm not gonna include it here because I haven't faced enough of the other one than the main fire one. But I do like design. Yeah, its weapons look pretty cool. That's it. The Stygians and Ogre. Okay, so this is so far is like the first like subspecies on this list, and I think it's one of the 1 to 2 subspecies that you can be shown on this list. But the reason why I like it over the normal Zinogre, mostly again is due to its design. It's mostly silver color with all this like red dragon bugs that have like red and black lightning surrounding it. Of course, I'm not a fan of red or a fan of black or a fan of lightning, but putting them together, it screams. It just screams like this guy's tough, and that's what it is. It just looks like it's tough, and it is tough. So just because it's not easy to kill doesn't mean I shouldn't put it on this list. But it does make for really cool looking weapons. It does look for cool looking armor. Heck, if you see my main intro, like the second scene of it is my character with Stygian and Ogre high rank gear. So that's saying a lot. I mean, if I put it's set on the freaking intro, that's saying a lot. So when it comes to armor sets, Stygian and Ogre is up top. And granted, regular Zinogre has the same design, but like the Stygian's color scheme more. Ironically enough, but it does make for a really cool fight. That's what I'm gonna say. It's just really cool weapons, cool design. Its moves are pretty cool. Yeah, they're tough. So. The Kushala Deora. Now, this is our second Elder Dragon on this list. Now, okay, so I'm gonna say this. The Kushala Deora, I find that kind of easy to kill. Maybe because I'm using the Nursilla Charge Blade. Which hey, look, I just mentioned that again. But, I don't know, Kushala Deora, look at this. It's like a really cool looking black metal dragon. With wind powers. So, for one, it looks pretty dang awesome. Two, like, its weapons look pretty awesome. They look like metal animals most of the time. Like, for example, its charge blade looks like a turtle. I think the light bow gun, or I don't know which one. It's like a wasp. The bow is a horse. Freaking, and it's an ice element too. So, an ice horse bow. That's awesome. Because it got an ice horse bow. It itself has a pretty cool design. I don't know. I find it easy to kill. Not easy to kill the next Elder Dragon on this list, but it's actually quite cool. It's quite cool. I like its design. I like its weapon set. I don't think I've actually seen the armor set, but I'll probably go look at it later, or maybe like show it here. I don't know. But the Kushala Deora, it's a really cool looking Elder Dragon. Doesn't help the fact it's ice element. Alright, speaking of Elder Dragons, we got the Kirin. Now, okay, so I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, so when I first knew about Monster 4, not Ultimate, the Japanese only, like, 4, I saw that something called Kirin exists in the game. Now, I started to look up Kirin, and I immediately said, yup, I'm gonna like this monster already. It's a freaking unicorn! Freaking, like, white lightning-based unicorn. And it's not even that big, too. It's actually one of the tiniest monsters. It's not the tiniest monster, tiniest large monster in the game. And it's considered an Elder Dragon, meaning that it's said to be one of the most powerful creatures in the world. This thing, that's quite saying a lot, actually. But yeah, a freaking unicorn. I would want to ride that. That's what I'm saying. I really want to ride that. Also, doesn't help that you could technically do so in 4 Ultimate, where you can do the whole mounting system. It looks awesome. I just wanted to say right now, it just looks really awesome. Also, Bretta don't really like its most of its weapons that much, but I do use the Kirin light bowgun, the Blitz bowgun, and its upgraded the Blitz Kirin. At the time of this video, I've not got its G rank version, the Blitz Kirin Cane. Well, mostly because like I still need to find a way to fight in G rank. So there you go. And yes, I do have a guild quest for Kirin in G rank. However, I just got that the day before this recording. However, that's also with these Kirin and the tie for this monster, which I have not mentioned yet. It's subspecies the Orochi Kirin, and you can tell right now. If you know me very well, you can already tell why the Orochi Kirin's design more. So, okay, so here's the thing. It's all black, it's all navy blue. It's ice element. It's an ice element black unicorn. What more do I want out of it? Aside from it being based on the moon, maybe just slap a freaking crescent moon on his butt, and then there you go, favorite monster. There you go. There you go, already favorite monster. And look, and we're already what? Number 4 on this list? And I'm just find a way to slap a moon theme onto the Orochi Kirin. That's already my favorite monster. But the reason why I'm not including the Orochi, that's the only tiny Orochi Kirin, and not like making it high on this list, is because I have not fought that much of it. I probably will fight a lot of it because I kind of I forgot if it's either that or the original Kirin armor set that I really like, but I just like the design. It's purely for its design, and purely for its element that I like the Orochi Kirin and tying it with the regular Kirin. But I don't know. I just look. They both look amazing. I just want to say they both look amazing. I've seen the G-rank armor set for Kirin, and it actually is pretty sweet. I want to get that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's I like the Kirin for the fact that it's a freaking white unicorn, white line unicorn, and Orochi Kirin because it's a black and ice unicorn. Again, slap a moon theme, and I'm already liking it. Ooh, the Lagiacrus. Okay. I can tell this is the only, like, flagship monster, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the only flagship monster on this list. Why so? I guess mostly because, like, I don't know how to explain this one that much. But mostly because, like, the tie to this monster is actually, like, I got a good, better reason for. But the reason why I chose the Lagiacrus, maybe because, like, so I played 3 Ultimate first, that got a bit used to like the whole Lagiacrus story. Since like at the beginning of 3 Ultimate, like you go underwater for some mission, then the Lagiacrus shows up and you can't do a darn about it. Like even if you're good, and even if you easily kill Lagiacrus, you can't kill Lagiacrus in that mission. So it just it gives you like a really good sense of like anticipation to kill this sucker. And this is like, I don't know, but it's mostly because like I really like. Okay. Unpopular opinion. I like the underwater in 3 Ultimate. Doesn't help that I main the bow, so underwater long-range combat isn't that big of a deal to me. As opposed to, let's say, fighting with longsword. But then again, I'm not great fighting longsword in general. But I don't know. I guess people really didn't like the whole underwater fighting. Maybe that's why the PSP. Oh no, not the PSP. Yeah, the PSP version of 3 like doesn't have underwater. But then again, like, isn't that mostly because of, you know, lack of ability to put it in? But then again, why does the 3DS version does? Huh, weird. But yeah, I mean, in the PSP version, like, you don't even go underwater, even though the rest of the versions you do. Heck, but then again, 4, like, since Lagercrest isn't around anymore, then again with reason because there's no water in there either. But it's just like kind of sad not to see the Lagercrest. Yeah, you can get Lagercrest stuff out of it, but it's just not the same. Like, okay, so design-wise, I kind of like it's 2 of the subspecies more. However, I think only fought the Ivory Lagercrest once ever, and I've never fought the Abyssal Lagercrest ever. Even though I like the design the most, like, I never fought one, so I can't really count it as list if it's just design alone. I mean, I gotta like fight it at least to gauge how much I would like it. So yeah, so for the rest of the characters, monsters, I actually have fought at least once, so I know how what it's like. However, for the Ivory Lagercrest, I can't really gauge it with just that one fight. Unlike with the Orochi Kirin, I kind of get everything with one fight. So, what is the tie to this monster? So I actually mentioned that said there is a tie to this monster. So what is the tie to this monster? The Plesioth! Okay, again, unpopular opinion, I like the underwater fights, and while Plesioth isn't easy whatsoever, and God, like the green version of it is like not easy either, but the reason why I like the Plesioth slightly over the Lagercrest is because I think its weapon set is like my favorite in the game, because the Fin Blade and its related weapon, the Great Swords, are my favorite design of Great Swords. I mean, granted, the Shigar Mangala Great Sword is probably going to top that eventually, but I've not got that yet. But in 4 Ultimate, I do have the like the highest upgrade to the Fin Blade. So it does look pretty awesome. It does look pretty awesome. I do like the fins on this monster. I look at the it's kind of looks like a fish. I mean, considering it does look like a fish, that it's very like unusual compared to the others. Because most of them just see like dragons and the like, maybe some really like I'm gonna probably like land-based, like the Brachydios. But the Plesioth is like very fish-like. It's very unusual, and I don't know. I just like his weapon set. Its armor set's pretty decent. I can't really say much, but then again, it's like its gunner caps they look pretty cool. They look like I guess like scaly hair. But I don't know. It just looks pretty cool. The fight of it's interesting at least, even though it's not that easy. But I still do enjoy the fight at least. I guess like the design of it more than the green Plesioth, so cannot really count on that one. The Xantrios. Okay, so this is a monster that, just by looking at it, I know I'm gonna like it. Because, like, it's a shark! Like what I said with the Playoff, fish-like monsters are a bit unusual, and especially considering it's an ice-based land shark. That is just awesome, like, right there. With an ice-based land shark, I thought, like, and that's the reason that I thought way too much of it for, like, various things, like, getting the star, like the star set for my Palico in 4 for Ultimate, because like that involved like fighting a giant Xantrios. So with that, and I got a whole like the high rank Xantrios gear was my main armor set for a while. I don't have that anymore, mostly because like, you know, it's high rank. I'm G rank by now, so, and it's G rank armor set doesn't look that cool. But I could really enjoy the fact that there's a freaking like ice shark. It just, I don't know, it just looks really cool. Although it's kind of weird like how it fights. Like normally you see like, oh right, the Xantrios, right, and then at some point it just you know, grows ice spikes on its the top portion of its body, like its face, its back, its tail. It does all turns to ice. And then out of nowhere, it'll just like inflate like crazy. Just inflate and turn like huge. Although that makes it kind of easy to kill. So, you know, except when it's rolling. Rolling really annoying, especially with like the really giant Xantrios from that that mission I just mentioned. But the Xantrios, it looks really incredible. It looks incredible. I'm not including its subspecies because I don't like the subspecies. Like, I fought it once, and I kind of understand like what it looks like, how it acts, but the fact that it's not an ice shark. It's like a desert shark. So no thanks. So I'd rather have the ice variant of the Xantrios. I think that the tiger shark just looks kind of lame. All right, time for the number 1. Oh boy, this guy. Okay, you're wondering, what? I mean, you can probably figure out that I like ice-based things. And so stuff like this shouldn't be like a really bad hard guess. But why this one over other ice-based monsters? Can't really think of one right off the bat, but like maybe like the Glitch Nactor or the Jade Baroth, that sort of thing. Whether why Lagombi? Well, here's the thing. I think it's adorable. Yeah, the weird thing is, I never mentioned cuteness in its entire list. It's mostly because like none of the monsters at all are cute, and I'm mostly driven by cute things. Like if someone like me is more into cute things, and like there's no cute thing but one, well, why can't I pick the cute thing? Yes, well, I do think it's adorable, but I think it's for something else. Mostly because like the way it fights against how like easy I can familiarize with it. Also, listen to how that one of the first Monster Era 5 Monster ever is a Lagombi. Because Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate's demo, because I played on the 3DS, but I played the 3 Ultimate demo on the 3DS, and the monsters were Great Jaggy, Lagombi, and a third one I don't even remember. It was probably not that important. No, like knowing me probably is important, but I don't remember what the third one is, mostly because it's not that big of a deal. But mostly because I fought the Lagombi more than the other two. I think I easily used the Lagombi, and I think I beat the Lagombi with every single weapon type available in 3. I think even the Lance and Gun Lance. But I guess I find it very it's easy to kill. Heck, it's so easy to kill that despite it appearing a bit later in the game, its theme is shared with the easier monsters of 4 Ultimate, including the Saltus, the Great Dragon, Velocidrome, Gendrome, Iodrome. The Lagombi's in there too. Although, while I do like that theme more, I kind of like the theme that I recognize, one from 3 Ultimate, which is shared with the Azuros and the Volvidon. By the way, I'm not including the Azuros because it doesn't. Here's the thing. Even though the Azuros does have the same body shape as the Lagombi, I think it does not look cute at all. And the Volvidon just looks weird. So that's why I put the Lagombi. Also doesn't have to help that it's an ice-based monster. There you go. It's an ice-based monster. I find it adorable. It's easy. It's easy to kill, and it's like its patterns easy to recognize. Its weapon armor said look kind of meh, but I do use like a Lagombi set for my gunner enforcement, if only because it's I got a way to make it resist to like every element. So that's pretty helpful. So that's not much more to say. If you're wondering, like, I don't really have much to say about my favorite monsters. It's just like they're my favorite monsters, and I can't really explain why. That's well, I don't know about the whole gist of this list. I mean, oh yeah, some look pretty cool. Some have very cool looking armor, weapons, but that's pretty much it. I mean, just my favorite monsters. Not much more to say. I can't really say much. Now, just so you know, like with my favorite, like monster under weapons, this list can change at any point. Like maybe if I fight more different monsters, I might be able to have a different opinion. Because like these things, like if I'm like I've not included like the Fatalis, even though I can fight. I know the Fatalis. I'm not gonna show it because I don't want like that much. Because there's still a monster that I've not faced at all, I've not even seen at all. But I'm not including it anyway, because even after looking at what it looks like, I don't care. Which means like, but not much more to say to this list. Just like, hey, it's my favorite monster. That's it. So anyway, see you guys later for Tops 96. Okay, so for Tops 96, I kind of want to do this list, but I'm not. But no promises to the title of this next Tops. But due to how Top 70 is one is like the most popular Tops, and it's currently sitting at one of the highest viewed videos on my entire channel, why not make my least favorite Fire Emblem Awakening characters? I don't know. Hopefully that gives you people hyped. So anyway, see you guys later.